It's Friday Night Lights in USL League One. We've got a marquee matchup in the middle of May for you. It's a top four showdown with the electric Charlotte Independents playing host to unbeaten one Knoxville SC this evening. Josh Lill with you, bringing you all the action from North Carolina here tonight. Charlotte Independents, the hosts this evening, one of the hottest teams in the league. They had a subpar start, but it's translated into dazzling form as of late, winning 3 consecutive in the league. Now the Jacks, they score a lot of goals, but they also concede plenty as well, which has resulted in some eye-opening finishes as of late. They've had back-to-back come-from-behind victories in league play as they trailed by 2 goals to both Texoma and Westchester. It could be tough tonight against a talented Knoxville team defensively. One player that gives them the edge, Christian Cheney, do just that. Nico Rosamilia, he had a big week against the Mingos, recording his first professional goal in his first league start. He's still reliable, no matter the amount of opportunities that he's given on a given night. And Ian Fuller mentioned he's thrilled for the first-year pro. Not only does he understand his role, but his energy carries the team each and every day. 2 of the league's best and most feared are set to clash. Will it be Charlotte's dynamic attack that comes up on top? Or can Knoxville stay unbeaten in league play, slaying the Dragon on the road? Don't go anywhere. Starters and kickoff up next.
I want to stop being sidelined by pain. I want to tell him I'm in. I want a surgeon who speaks more knees than he can count. I want the best care in the game. I want a team that's with me every step of the way. I want to bounce back fast. I want to show them my best is yet to come.
For the best orthopedic care, you want Novant. Novant Health. Best surgeons, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
When it comes to delivering high-quality, affordable health care, relationships matter. And after 90 years, Blue Cross North Carolina is proud of the relationships we've built with you. We're 5,000 neighbors, friends, and family committed to improving the health and well-being of everyone across this state. We're here.
The Ascent FC Women's Pro Soccer team is on the rise and fighting for the championship. Be here for the battle, every tackle, every save. Be here for every goal, every celebration, and every victory. Be here for the climb to the championship. For pro women's soccer action at its peak, be here. Buy your tickets today.
Live from Mecklenburg County Sportsplex in Matthews, North Carolina, the Charlotte Independents are set to take on One Knox in the only League One match of the evening. Both clubs taking the pitch as we speak. Taking a look at starting lineups, sponsored by Capelli. First for the home side, Charlotte Independents. Second-year Jack Matt Levy making his 10th overall start this year for the club. Sorensen, Romero, Spielman, Dimmick along the back. Omar Sis and Bashir Njai in those pivot spots. Charlotte looks to solidify their defense as they've conceded 7 goals in their last 3 matches. For the visitors, Sean Lewis in net for just the 3rd overall time this year, his first look since May 4th against Portland. Callum Johnson out this evening, so it's Mikael Goling getting the starting nod. He has a couple of goals on his first pro contract this year. Kempis Tequila begins the night on the bench, making way for Babacar Dieng to start next to Rosamilia and Stavros Zarakostas. We're just moments away from kickoff in Matthews, North Carolina. It's a muggy 83 degrees, warm but cloudy. Wind blowing 6 miles an hour to the northeast, and this top 4 showdown is underway. From North Carolina, Josh Lill with you this evening, bringing you all the League One action. Charlotte going right to left to start in the first half. Knoxville Visitors, they'll be going left to right. The Jacks in their home navy kits. With gold letters and numbers. And pinstripes on the front of the kit. Knoxville in their road whites with orange letters and numbers. Mike Jeffries at the helm for Charlotte this evening in his 11th overall year. Jeffries has had a decorated career, leading the club to a runner-up finish just a few years ago in USL League One, falling to North Carolina FC in the League One Championship in 2023. A well-respected coach. He's produced 12 All-League selections and 4 Young Player of the Year finalists. On the other side, it's the 3rd head coach in the last 365 days for One Knoxville. Gene Fuller in his 1st year. First ever venture as a professional coach. Leading One Knoxville to a positive 5-1-4 start in all competitions. We're looking at the league table. Both sides with well-versed and experienced coaches. On top the 2025 table here as we enter match week 11. Rodrigo Albuquerque, our head official this evening. For Charlotte Independence, a stellar start to the year, a record of 7-2-2 in all competitions. Actually played in-state rival North Carolina FC, former League One side, now championship side NCFC twice. Falling in the 3rd round of the Open Cup, but coming away with a victory against NCFC in the 1st round of the Jägermeister Cup. One Knox made it equally as far in the well-renowned tournament. Fell in the 3rd round of the US Open Cup to Colorado Switchbacks FC. Picking up a penalty kick victory in the Jägermeister Cup. Novant Health is proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Charlotte Independence. With same and next day sick visits, Novant Health provides care when and where you need it. Schedule online at novanthealth.org. Omar Sis trying to push the pace. Luis Alvarez switching the side of play to Captain Clay Dimmick. A staple at that right back spot for Charlotte Independence. It'll be an odd day where you don't see Dimmick donning number 17 at that spot for the Jacks. Out running with pace, One Knox early on in the 5th minute. Rosamilia with a shot. Only creation from the visitors. That's why our eyes are on Rosamilia heading into the match. This replay is brought to you by Black Tie Transportation. As we mentioned in our open, Rosamilia, an energy-driven player, is going to be asked to make a lot of runs, as you just saw. Entry inside, collected by Lewis. Rosamilia. The tackle right at the edge of the area. Bashir Ajay and Alfredo Midense there to check on Clay Dimmick. Dimmick has his feet cut out from underneath him. So good spot here for Charlotte. Captain taking one for the team. Dimmick, the comeback player of the year just a year ago. Helped his side reach the Jägermeister Cup semifinals and the League One playoffs. Donning the captain's armband for now a 4th consecutive year. Positive territory here for Charlotte. Just 2 first-half goals all season long in league play. Alfredo Midense and Luis Alvarez trying to put together just the 3rd first-half goal for Charlotte this year. Midense standing over it alone. Then swing on the ground right at the chest of Lewis. Bounced back, a shot blocked. The Jacks calling for a handball. And Christian Cheney will watch that ball drizzle out of play. Now Regi has that one deflected.
That ball played over the end line.
The initial shot by the Sacramento Californian, in the eyes of the Jacks, appeared to be a possible handball. We'll get a good look here. Excellent stop there by Sean Lewis. Back. This corner kick is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. With in swing at the back post, and the header goes wide. The USL on the CBS Sports Network continues on May 28th with a championship Western Conference doubleheader. San Antonio FC takes on FC Tulsa at 8 p.m. Eastern, followed by Las Vegas Lights FC and Phoenix Rising FC at 10:30 p.m. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network on May 28th. So a different sight than most Charlotte Independence fans might be used to. Stavros Zarakostas has his entry blocked and trying to get around that stifling defense. Usually all the Charlotte Independence home matches taking place at American Legion Memorial Stadium in Charlotte. But tonight we're in Matthews, North Carolina, at the Sportsplex at Matthews. Also home to Crown Legacy on MLS Next Pro. The second team for Charlotte FC in the MLS, as well as the Charlotte Eagles of USL 2. And the Charlotte Lady Eagles, the WPSL. Deep throw in here for one Knox. Located in Mecklenburg County. The Sportsplex seating 5,000 in the stands. Opened back in 2015 as a park and as a stadium just 2 years later. Made their big expansion in 2018 as this corner kick is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Charlotte Independence will play occasional matches here. This being the case here this evening. Within swing, and it popped back and cleared to Alvarez. Dangerous in green grass. Kelly with a smart clear. And all eyes are on Luis Alvarez. Just like he did a year ago. Covers so much ground. One of the most promising young talents in the game. Just like his Honduran counterpart, Alfredo Midense. The two both 22 years of age. And anytime either one of those two Jacks has the ball at their feet, you best keep your eyes peeled. Scott McLeod, number 5 this evening. I think what makes tonight's matchup so intriguing is it's really a story of how two teams, completely different playing styles, come together and put a strong start on the table. Zaragoza's battling, attempting a cross. Great defense there from Javier Romero, not only with the block. As I was previously stating, Charlotte, just an attacking prowess over the years in USL 1. Had a good start to the season. Not necessarily the record Mike Jeffries would certainly like. Again, scoring plenty of goals. There is Mike Jeffries, his 11th overall year with the club. Jeffries, who spent so many years coaching. And I asked him what gives him the greatest joy in being a head coach. It's really about making individual players better, which have a great overall impact on the team. Loves finding ways to challenge players and help them develop each and every game. And as we have a player down for the Jacks, Rodrigo Albuquerque hustling over to the injured man. Stavros Zarkostas showing good sportsmanship as the training staff attends to the injured Jack. It's Anton Sorensen, slow to get up near the byline. Two players just battling it out for the ball. Taking some contact and recollecting himself for a moment. Sorensen last year, a big part of the defense. There's Ian Fuller, first-year professional head coach. Gordon Skelton and Christian Cheney, two of the veterans in League One. Both of those players got to face off in the second to last match week last year when one Knox traveled to Madison. It was a scoreless draw. Shifty moves there. Eventually turned over Zarkostas. Went ahead of goaling. Pepsi Cola is the official soft drink of the Charlotte Independents. Enjoy an ice cold Pepsi while watching the Jacks. Pepsi, born in the Carolinas. There's a chance for Sorensen. As Vidense his way through that central column. Now spread out. Alvarez pick out that correct pass. Playing it safe within Jai. Vidense, also the reigning young player of the year. An accurate give and go. Jai stepping in to keep it alive. Mixed cross. Header for Cheney. And Lewis collects with grace.
The ball in the box finds the head of Christian Cheney.
That's a staple of Charlotte Independence. You're going to see the guys, the likes of Anton Sorensen and Clay Dimmick, fairly high up the pitch. That's where you have to have solid defense. Your center backs in Haven, Romero, Nick Spielman. Jeffries and the staff trusting these two center backs. Allow Dimmick and Sorensen to take space. For one Knox. Patiently moving the ball. Visitors just a season ago took pride in holding the ball. Ian Fuller trying to be a little more dynamic offensively. Costas to the foot of Spielman. Ian Fuller's side. Big thing he wants to see in the build-up is just winning the ball higher up on the field. If they can pressure Charlotte and win the ball back in the final third. Let's talk about shorter passing lanes, putting the defense on ice. It's tough to play the full yardage on a soccer pitch. Fuller imploring his players, if you can play with defensive intensity, you have a shorter field to work with. Knoxville sitting a little back here in a mid-block. Sorensen dancing around the defense. Here's Omar Sis, such a threat in the box. His shot blocked by Skelton. Jordan Skelton, standing 6'4", with long legs, able to meet Omar Sis at that ball. You can see on this black tie transportation replay. The Newcastle native not giving Sis an easy look. Alvarez set to take his Chick-fil-A corner kick. Alvarez 2 assists in the league this year. Away by Lewis. Jai recovering. Backside intended for Romero. Udense on it, and a shot! Pardon me, that is Luis Alvarez. An early goal inside the first 20 minutes. And the 22-year-old from Honduras gives the Jacks the lead. So it starts with a corner kick, worked quite literally the opposite side. Alvarez with some nifty dribbling, and pounds that one past Sean Lewis. Putting that one right through the legs of Abel Caputo. That's what makes Alvarez such a complete player. He has the ability to finish. His ball skills on the ground. It was too much for that Knoxville defense. We talked about the importance of Charlotte jumping out to an early lead. As Knoxville, yes, they don't allow a lot of goals. They also don't score a lot as well. What a big play from one of the league's best. That goal brought to you by Botero Carts. Trying to beat Zaracostas to the ball. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina is the official healthcare insurance provider of the Charlotte Independents. Blue Cross North Carolina makes health insurance easy. Discover employer, individual, family, Medicare, and Medicaid plans from Blue Cross North Carolina. Better care starts here. corner kick brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Charlotte this year unbeaten when scoring first. Swinger at the back post. Finds Caputo. Sean Lewis getting to the ball first. Having to be so active against that top line for Charlotte. Abubakar Diane looking to get involved here in the match. Getting that start atop the formation. Trying to find ways to test the likes of Javier Romero, Nick Spielman. Unsuccessful up to this point. Omar Sis. Everything started last time. Swardson's cross denied. Finds Midense. It's the little things that Omar Sis does well, both defensively and attacking wise. Ends up creating the opportunity for that corner kick, leading to the lone Charlotte goal. Omar Sis, big part of the game plan. And Mike Jeffries wants to see improvement on from 2024 to 2025. Jeffries wants to see his side take advantage of the full field and be possessive. Just wants to see them be more clinical in the final third. Playing a little more direct. And a great example of that on that goal. Charlotte working with pace into the 18. Creating an early chance. On the ground and sent away. Now past the byline. You can hear Ian Fuller and the staff praising Babakar Diane. Where's penetration through the final third? Matt Levy. Has his hands full here so far in the first half on this Chick-fil-A corner kick. Cross inside, and Levy's there. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Championship Eastern Conference rivals Detroit City FC and Charleston Battery will battle it out on the field at 4 p.m. Eastern on May 24th. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Matt Levy notably picking up a shutout on decision day against the Richmond Kickers at the end of the 2024 season. With the departure of Austin Pack, getting that starting nod. Mike Jeffries and the staff have pointed out he's playing with confidence, loads of it. Making the big plays, the big saves. The one thing they've looked for in Levy's game is being able to play with the ball and do it comfortably. If he has to take a step outside the box, do a little bit of dribbling, they're confident he can do just that. Levy eyeing his third shutout of the year. Gonna be putting on the brakes. Former player of the month just a season ago. Trying to kickstart his club. Charlotte shutting down Stuart Ritchie. That's a big part of Knoxville's game plan. As you'll see, the back three, McLeod, Skelton, and Fernandez pretty even. And Stuart Ritchie loves to take his space, cross the ball in. Tied for the 4th most crosses in the league with 36. And Luis Alvarez on that far side. It's like white on rice on Ritchie. No room to breathe. They know what makes Knox successful. Opportunity here. Started with Jauregui. Alvarez inside, knocked away by McLeod. Vidense trying to spin away from Kelly. Not an easy task. Jai in the corner. Back and forth with Sorensen. Into the box. What a great chance. Alvarez. There's that shot blocked. Here's Sis with another one. Couple of great looks for Omar Sis here in the first half. And he nearly struck gold. And that shot from outside the box. And this black tie transportation replay. This is a notable threat outside the 18. That's what makes this match so tough for Knoxville. Mike Jeffrey's squad offers so many different threats that you have to try and cover up. The Charlotte Independence is proud to share our home field with Carolina Ascent FC, the new Division I women's professional soccer team. For more information on this exciting new Super League and this team, visit carolinaascent.com. Vidense pressured. Knoxville controlling possession as they normally do. They just have one shot to show for it as we're nearing the half-hour mark. Whereas the Jacks, they have 8 shots, 2 of them on target. One of them obviously resulting in the lone goal you see here. Shot for Knoxville, coming back in the 5th minute. Christian Chaney wearing 99, one of our players to watch. Does such a good job with Vidense and Alvarez at locking down that initial pass. Fernandez trying to pick out where to go. Visitors constantly having to retreat. Heavy touch. Kept in. Controlled by McLeod. Accurate pass going the way of the home side. Plenty of Charlotte fans here this evening. Again, having to go from American Legion Memorial here this evening to the Mecklenburg County Sportsplex at Matthews. Jack's always having a great fan base. Looking to put together another successful run to the playoffs. Interesting note here tonight. Charlotte has never won 4 consecutive matches in league play. Actually had a 3-game win streak in USL 1 at some point in each of the last 3 League One seasons, as they've been in this current league since 2022. A chance here tonight to make history with move up the table. Both sides happy to see Naples fall to Chattanooga on the road. Earlier this week on Wednesday, Red Wolves coming away with a 3-1 victory. As it stands right now, Charlotte would move into second, but Naples still plays this weekend. Zaracostas had most of the ball here. Goaling left-footed shot deflection. Stay with 1 Knox for a corner kick. Goaling getting the start tonight in place for Callum Johnson, making his 6th start of the year in all competitions. The Denmark native, one of UC Santa Barbara. His all-conference first team. Trying to have an impact here. Standing 6'3", him and Jordan Skeleton, ideal targets on the corner kick. Sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Charlotte Independent storefront is live. Stock up for our next match on scarves, hats, shirts, and more. To shop our new online storefront, visit charlotteindependence.myshopify.com. Knoxville have owned this matchup over the past couple of years. Visitors lead the all-time series. 2 wins, no losses, and 3 draws. So a couple pieces of history on the line for Charlotte as they seek their first win against Knoxville. Puto slips. That's Midense. Here's Cheney. Over as the goal scorer, back to Jauregui. Give Midense or Alvarez too much space. Kelly's and Zaracostas there for the double team. Little give and go. Curling ball inside and floated over the net. Christian Cheney giving a smile to the camera. Loves that opportunity. You'll see here on this black tie transportation replay. Alvarez just carving that ball through the defense. Cheney hustling on that back post side. Really walking away with another goal. Regina traffic. The end defended. Shoved in the process. Goalie and company trying to stretch out the defense. Here's Kelly. Dangerous inside. And stolen away. Great speed there by Romero to prevent the opportunity. Here's Caputo. A few times we've seen Richie in his sweet spot. Won't hold the ball too long. Pass by Kelly, finds Rosamalia. Defenders falling, Zaracostas. Great opportunity. Here's it took deflection and out for a Chick-fil-A corner kick. Zaracostas, well, we've seen this plenty of times. Working down that right flank as he nears the byline. Almost automatic. You're expecting a crossing at that point. What Zaracostas does so well. Stuart Ritchie off the corner. Back post, header save made by Levy, and it trickles in. Jordan Skelton, the captain, has evened it up. Well, what do you do if you're 6'4" on a corner kick? Get to the net, great things happen. The initial header by Skelton is saved by Levy. And folks, make sure you pick up your own trash. Jordan Skelton doing just that. Look at the hustle, diving on the ground. That's that Newcastle spirit showing here tonight. The last unbeaten team in USL League One, not going down without a fight. And that Botero Carts goal. All the soccer action you want and all the flexibility you need. Keep an eye out on all the Charlotte Independence channels. To be the first to hear about our 2025 flex plans, visit charlotteindependence.com for more details.
The ball defended over the end line. It'll be a corner kick for 1 knock.
Javier Romero having some words with our head official, Rodrigo Albuquerque. Maybe doing a little debating with Babacar Dieng. Scored off one set-piece goal already. Wants to replicate that here on this Chick-fil-A corner kick. This time on the far side. With most likely a right foot, it'll be Abel Caputo standing over the ball. Caputo has liftoff. Skelton pulled to the ground. Charlotte had no plans letting him see the ball. Alvarez, beautiful ball up to Midense. That's 1 in a million. Midense searching for the opportunity. He put the brakes on. Smart move by the youngster to hold up play. One of his best attributes, his decision making. Side to Alvarez. Cutting inside. Very similar to how he scored that first goal. Goal by Skelton. It's his first of the year. There's pressure here by Dieng. Over to Kelly. Caputo with the foul. It'll go the other way. Fans, join us back at American Legion Memorial Stadium on May 31st as the ride continues. Your Independence face off against Lexington SC in USL 1 action. First kick at 7 p.m. and gates open at 6 p.m. There is an aerial threat. Sorensen keeping play alive. Midense on the byline. Nifty moves, put Zaracostas on ice. And Jauregui unable to deliver. Rafael Jauregui spent nearly half a decade with Sacramento Republic FC. I don't know if he was expecting that chance. I mean, Alfredo Midense just did some wondrous work. Put the defender on the turf. Goal so crucial for One Knox. All they need is an even match for a chance. But Ian Fuller told me in the days leading up to the match, Charlotte, that's not a team you can take lightly. You can't get comfortable, even with a 2-goal lead. For those just joining the match, Charlotte, their last 2 league matches, trailed by 2 goals. Well, fans, that didn't stop them. They came away with 2 victories. Good handle there by McLeod. Puzo, someone who Ian Fuller has excelled from playing right around a guy like Sievert Haugli. There's Amelia, working on Dimmick. Inside, Kelly taken down from behind. Knoxville wants a penalty. They're not going to get one from Rodrigo Albuquerque. Long send ahead. Cheney battling with Skelton. And Cheney whiffs on that one. But Skelton there for the defense. Cheney brings such pace and versatility when running down the pitch, and Skelton, one of the best to do it defensively. In the box-to-box sequence, as Midense not getting enough of Kelly to be called for the foul here on this black tie transportation replay. And look at the vision by Luis Alvarez. Puts this ball on a tee. Off the head of Skelton, volleyed by Cheney. Charlotte, a team that can beat you box to box in the blink of an eye. As we're about to take a Chick-fil-A corner kick, but not before this One Knox man gets checked on. Right now it's Scott McLeod on the ground, the VCU alum. McLeod, a versatile defender in the eyes of Ian Fuller and the coaching staff. Has that ability to play on either side. Scott McLeod with a team-high 34 passes here as we near stoppage time in the first half. With the exception of Stuart Ritchie, think about the height that Scott McLeod brings to this back line. He stands 6'4", along with Jordan Skelton. Danny Fernandez, 6'1". Then you had Mikael Goling, 6'3", in the midfield. Fuller has some height to work with on set pieces. He didn't say over for the corner.
Standing over the corner kick, number 18, Alfredo Midense.
As we've hit stoppage time. His left foot, an outswing. The edge of the 6, headed by Spielman. Doesn't take a deflection, and it's out for a goal kick. We've got 3 minutes of stoppage time. Stoppage time brought to you by BCBS. Blue Cross Blue Shield, North Carolina. He was taking his time. For the likes of Lewis, a veteran of the league, he can pick out the right area to place the ball. Might create another opportunity here very late in the first half. Dien. Rounded by Romero. That's been a fun matchup to watch. Seen those two cover a lot of ground horizontally. I doubt that's the last we'll see of that matchup. obviously pending a substitution. Still sitting back, forcing Charlotte to attack them. Could be a dangerous ask. The visitors performing valiantly so far, defensively after letting up that first goal. Charlotte with 12 total shots this evening. Been a hassle to deal with. You then say one of the reasons why. And the final 20 seconds or so of stoppage time. Ritchie with an emphatical clear. Here's territory here, the Jacks. Putting the pressure on Bidense. To work on Kelly. Threads that pass through to Sorensen. Zarkostas coming over for defense. But that is the first half whistle. Charlotte fans, players and coaches don't agree. They wanted one last shot on a possible corner kick before the end of the first 45, but nonetheless, the whistle of Rodrigo Albuquerque sounds, and we have a 1-1 match. We're heading into halftime. Luis Alvarez getting the scoring started inside the first 20 minutes for Charlotte. And there's Jordan Skelton in the 37th minute with the equalizer. Put the visitors in position for a result here this evening. Bugles being flipped around, fans in attendance. Mike Jeffries trying to propel his side to a fourth consecutive victory, and Ian Fuller has his eyes set on keeping one Knoxville unbeaten in league play. We'll take a short break here, but don't worry, we've got plenty of highlights, stats, news, and more during this halftime.
I want to stop being sidelined by pain. I want to tell him I'm in. I want a surgeon who speaks more knees than he can count. I want the best care in the game. I want a team that's with me every step of the way. I want to bounce back fast. I want to show them my best is yet to come.
For the best orthopedic care, you want Novant. Novant Health. Best surgeons, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
Hello there, my name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is every single time you take a bite, you know you're gonna get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. The Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches. There's no touching it.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive,
Babe,
heartwarming
it's
story
8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
When it comes to delivering high quality, affordable health care, relationships matter. And after 90 years, Blue Cross North Carolina is proud of the relationships we've built with you. We're 5,000 neighbors, friends, and family committed to improving the health and well-being of everyone across this state. We're here for you, all of you.
Today's match is presented by Novant Health, the official healthcare provider of the Charlotte Independents. The Jackson won Knox even at 1 apiece after the first 45 minutes of play. Let's jump into our Team of the Week from Match Week 10. So plenty of Jacks headlining this Team of the Week, starting off with Mike Jeffries named Coach of the Week in the league, beating his former assistant Dave Carton in that Westchester match. Swaybu Maru, no doubt our player of the week after recording a perfect hat trick and completing the 2-goal comeback for the Independents over Westchester. Alvarez and Midense joining the likes of Maru, former Charlotte Independents man Juan Carlos Obregon Jr. also getting a nod on Team of the Week. Stavros Zarakostas of One Knox getting the team recognition as well. Plenty of looks around the league for Team of the Week and valiant performances being recognized. Now let's take a look at Goal of the Week and Save of the Week from USL One.
Corner kick delivery towards the back post. It's knocked home. Brilliant delivery from Charlie Ostrom is knocked home by Samuel Owusu. And Owusu has his first for Omaha.
Does so again, tried for goal, and Hammersley in action very quickly to keep it out. Good ball ahead, Las Vegas has done it!
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way.
Focus!
Fight back with Tiger Bomb's legendary herbal power.
Whatever it takes.
Trusted for over 100 years. Tiger Bomb's proven herbal blend tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger so that you can rise above pain.
Let's make a Karate Kid.
And get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Today we went to the beach and it was totally worth it.
Stay 3 nights this summer at Best Western and get $50 off a future stay.
How does Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water keep you in the game? We always source our water directly from the natural spring to fuel every body, no matter how you like to move it. So whether you're chasing your goals or just staying active this summer, make sure to stay hydrated with Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Always bottled at the natural spring source.
Who wants that smoke? You want that smoke? Look, I ain't playing, I'm saying this ain't a joke. There ain't no bluffing, I'm calling you out for show. It's either all in or nothing, I go for broke. Who wants that smoke?
I want to stop being sidelined by pain. I want to tell him I'm in. I want a surgeon who speaks more knees than he can count. I want the best care in the game. I want a team that's with me every step of the way. I want to bounce back fast. I want to show them my best is yet to come.
For the best orthopedic care, you want Novant. Novant Health. Best surgeons, amazing nurses, remarkable.
Back here at Mecklenburg County Sportsplex at Matthews in Matthews, North Carolina. Charlotte Independents and One Knoxville SC even at 1 after the first 45 minutes of play. This match is presented by Novant Health, the official healthcare provider of the Charlotte Independents. Let's take a look at news and notes from around the USL. So to start, Swaybu Maru making headlines last week, not only recording the first hat trick of the USL League One season, but just the third perfect hat trick in the 6.5 years of existence of USL League One. And jumping around to more exciting news, specifically in League One, Corpus Christi celebrating their move to League One next year by putting together a franchise award ceremony. Then Nathaniel James scoring his first professional goal on his first touch of the match against Omaha, helping Portland Hearts of Pine rescue a point versus the defending champs. And now looking at the upcoming schedule for each of the teams here tonight. So Charlotte Independence gonna head out to the Antelope Valley for a showdown with AV Alta, then Jägermeister Cup action versus former League One side, now championship side Lexington SC. Then on the road against Tormenta and Tabletoppers, currently Spokane Velocity FC, before returning home to face the Greenville Triumph on June 15th. That kick for one knocks up.
I want to stop being sidelined by pain. I want to tell him I'm in. I want a surgeon who speaks more knees than he can count. I want the best care in the game. I want a team that's with me every step of the way. I want to bounce back fast. I want to show them my best is yet to come.
For the best orthopedic care, you want Novant. Novant Health. Best surgeons, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
When it comes to delivering high quality, affordable health care, relationships matter. And after 90 years, Blue Cross North Carolina is proud of the relationships we've built with you. We're 5,000 neighbors, friends, and family committed to improving the health and well-being of everyone across this state. We're here for you, all of you.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe,
heartwarming
it's
story
8 a.m.
Coming up next as well.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
We are moments away from the final 45 minutes of play between Charlotte Independence and one Knoxville SC. Both clubs knotted at one apiece. Today's match presented by Novant Health, the official healthcare provider of the Charlotte Independence. Let's take a look at highlights from the first 45 minutes. Puts home the equalizer. So these halftime stats also presented to you by Novant Health. Even at one apiece, Charlotte owning the shots category as they do, 13-4. Both sides each with 2 shots on target and 1 knocks as they do best in possession, holding 55% of the ball. 9 total corner kicks, no bookings. We've seen the offside flag go up a few times for Charlotte, so we'll see if they can clean that up. Again, your halftime stats, sponsored by Novant Health. Back in Mecklenburg County Sportsplex at Matthews in Matthews, North Carolina. The Jacks hoping to not have to put another comeback together as they gather in just a few brief moments to attempt to put a result here together. 1 knocks. An unbeaten record on the line. They've been solid defensively this year. Got a trumpet player. What a nice looking trumpet. You got some blue, you got some pink. He's currently playing to the Rocky theme. Trying to light a fire under the Jacks. Sights and sounds of North Carolina. Friday night soccer. Under the lights. At the sound of the trumpets and whistle, we are underway for the final 45 minutes of play. No halftime substitutions. But our injury report, brought to you by Novant Health. Mike DeShields not available for Charlotte this evening, and Callum Johnson usually getting the start in the midfield, unavailable for one Knox. A couple of knocks for both sides. Again, as that injury report is brought to you by Novant Health. The trumpet player setting the tone here in North Carolina. It's Alfredo Midense trying to keep pace with the sound of the horn. Sean Lewis will take his goal kick. The Jacks have yet to defeat one Knox. USL League One. The visitors own this matchup. 2 wins, no losses, and 3 draws. One Knox looking to remain unbeaten in USL 1. Charlotte, they're currently on a 3-game win streak. They've had one in each of the last 3 seasons as well. They've been unable to win that illustrious 4th game in a row. It would be a first here tonight in League One for the Jacks. They were able to pull away with a victory. Charging is one Knox. Skelton and Fernandez looking for Kelly. Second level entry so difficult against this aggressive Jacks defense. Here's Goling, he'll have a shot, save made! Matt Levy having none of it. Having to leave his line on this black tie transportation replay. And Levy was basically near the penalty spot. Such a risky decision. But that's why Mike Jeffries and his staff are confident to give the 25-year-old the reins between the sticks. As that produces a Chick-fil-A corner kick. An ever so aggressive move. Paying off here. But the attack for one Knox still alive. The pounding of the drums. Bouncing around, Dien not able to get a foot on it, and that one's headed away. Unbelievable. That was Omar Sis. Omar Sis selflessly laying his body on the line, on the byline. He knows what he just did. Holy cow. So Knox with a couple of great chances. It would have been a tough play for Matt Levy. Sis, a 2-time All-League recognition, proving why. Here's Alvarez, double teamed, somehow gets his way through that. Up ahead to Midense. Here's Cheney, clear opportunity! Christian Cheney gives Charlotte the lead in the second half to the blare of the trumpet. Passion, work ethic, pace and a presence is why you brought in Christian Cheney. Our player to watch this evening, showing you exactly why on this black tie transportation replay. Just getting behind the line of Danny Fernandez and a one-on-one opportunity with Sean Lewis, and Cheney doesn't miss. Christian Cheney with his third goal in the league this year, 5th over.
That's what we like. And get ready for an
We have a player down for one Knox. As Danny Fernandez had to go a long way to even have a chance at stopping Christian Cheney. Siebert Haugley set to come on for the Spanish defender. And we hope Fernandez is okay. Such a pivotal part of one Knox. And Fernandez has been around since the USL 2 days. One of 2 players on the visiting roster to have done that, along with James Thomas. Danny the Bull Fernandez, much more than just a player for one Knox. But a symbol of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. We hope he's okay to continue. That doesn't seem to be the case. Siebert Haugley is going to come on for Fernandez. And our best wishes with the one Knox defender, as he will come off for the evening. And that substitution brought to you by Atlas Chiropractic. Cheney and company not done yet. And that would have been a crafty pass if Alvarez can find its way. If the pass by Alvarez can find its way with that tight-knit back line. Unable to keep it in. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Championship Eastern Conference rivals Detroit City FC and Charleston Battery will battle it out on the field at 4 p.m. Eastern on May 24th. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Haugley stepping in as a center back. A versatile player nonetheless, someone that can play the role of a center back, a pivot midfielder, a center mid, or at times, if one Knox, as they had done so last year in a 5-back system, you could see him as the sweeper. Caputo trying to penetrate, no success. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Cheney with a gracious touch. And that one over the shed. That one nearly made its way back to American Legion Memorial Stadium in Charlotte. But what a threat Cheney is. Even when with just a tiny bit of room, can find a way to be an impact. Novant Health is proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Charlotte Independents. With same-day and next-day sick visits, Novant Health provides care when and where you need it. Schedule online at novanthealth.org. Player down currently for Charlotte. It's Omar Sis. Sis doing a lot of the things you don't see on the stat sheet. He created that first corner kick chance that led to a goal. I don't know if there's a more feared player on both sides of the ball in the midfield than Omar Sis in League One. One of the many motors of this team. Shaken but not stirred. And Knox going right to left. Charlotte going left to right. It's in their white kits with orange letters and numbers. Charlotte in their navy kits with gold letters and numbers and gold pinstripes on the front. Rodrigo Albuquerque, our head official this evening. No bookings yet. Quite in that department. Rosamilia, Costas. No one intended for goaling. Able to go for goal there. Here's Alvarez. Somehow nearly got a touch around Sievert Haugli. And Alvarez was walking momentarily, but now grabbing and in pain. And as we near the hour mark, that's where the legs can get a little tight at times. And this black tie transportation replay. Definitely an awkward step there from Alvarez. Knew it immediately. Had to step around the lanky frame of Sievert Haugli. Not a sight Independence fans want to see. Mike Jeffries. All he can do is stand, watch, and prepare for what's next. John Baccaro looked like he was walking toward that fourth official. Hoover is currently getting helped up. Gives the nod that he can walk. What a tremendous loss this would be tonight for the city of Charlotte and its fan base. Alvarez trying to shake it off. Such a courageous player. Someone who will do anything to see all 90 minutes on the pitch. And Jeffrey still talking things over with John Baccaro, the 28-year-old forward. Alvarez with a goal tonight. 3 in the league, 5 in all comps. Jogging up and down that near sideline. And awaiting his return, Jaheim Brown set to come on for 1 Knox, as well as Kempis Tequila. And Tequila is on for 1 Knox. These substitutions brought to you by Atlas Chiropractic. Brown in for McLeod. So the everyday starting back line now intact again here at the hour mark. 4-1 Knox. Brown 6 starts in 6 appearances this year. 2 goals and 3 assists. And Alvarez is back on and good to go. A great sight to see. Kempis Tequila, club's all-time leading goal scorer, checking in for one Knox. Tequila with 16 goals in his career for the visitors. Brown aggressively stepping. Those goal contribution numbers speak for themselves. Plenty of overlapping and underlapping runs by Brown. And our first booking of the evening going to Stavros Zarakostas. Zarakostas with his 4th yellow card picked up in league play this year. Going for the ball, but following through a little too much on Sorensen. No-brainer decision for Rodrigo Albuquerque. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all of your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Just over the hour mark, unbeaten one Knox on the road. Trailing for the rolling and electric Charlotte Independence, who have won 3 in a row in USL 1. Both clubs here tonight unbeaten in their last 4 across all competitions. Stuart Ritchie inside. There's Amelia switching the pitch. Chasing down Goaling. Here's Tequila. There's a strong left peg. Might need it here tonight, as that cross is deflected and out for a Chick-fil-A corner kick.
Ball defended over the end line. Corner kick for one Knox.
One goal for Knox. For the corner kick this evening. No better time to connect than right now. Oh, refusing to touch the turf. It's quite fun to watch. Now it settles. Right now I can hear the sounds of Louis Armstrong singing "What a Wonderful World."
Ladies and gentlemen, that last yellow card on one Knox was on number 21, Stavros Zarakostas.
This corner kick brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Knoxville with their 10th corner kick. Touch back, Caputo with a shot. And sailing wide. Aquafina is the official water and hydration partner of the Charlotte Independence. When the game heats up, cool down with Aquafina. And John Baccaro and Swabu Maru checking in for Charlotte as these substitutions are brought to you by Atlas Chiropractic. And Swabu Maru entering to a well-deserved applause. Alfredo Midense, Luis Alvarez done for the evening. And Alvarez shaken up on a run, battling Sievert Haugli. You can see the frustration showing. Not wanting to exit the match this early. Competitive, and driven soul. Mike Jeffries letting him know it's okay. I'd rather take you out early right now than put you at risk by playing the full 90. Alvarez's evening done, along with Midense. think every fan is asking the question, what kind of impact can Swabu Maru have on this match? And the question is when. Enter the Prinks Tires Tailgate Kit Sweepstakes for a chance to win a prize pack worth up to $3,000. Scan the QR code on the screen to enter today. Dimmick chase there. Rosamilia. 3 wins on the road this year. 4-1 Knox. Chance to go to 4 in jeopardy right now. Assist. Push down from behind. Angelo Kelly. Disagreement with Rodrigo Albuquerque. Now Regi, edge of the area, a lofty cross. Just rolling to the far touchline and out of play. I think if you play for Charlotte, you've got to be able to both attack and defend. Mike Jeffrey's not afraid to push numbers forward. Risking only, aside from scoring goals, asking that his players just get back and defend. That's why a lot of weight is really put on the shoulders of Alvin Romero, Nick Spielman. Cheney with the ball. And one thing for certain that Charlotte has improved on from their last match is the mentality. And Mike Jeffries noted that against Westchester, it wasn't a terrible first half, but they played well enough to stay in the game. And Charlotte tonight, they've come in from the first minute, made their presence known. Scoring early on, and breaking the deadlock to create the current score that you see. Stuart Ritchie on the scouting report for the Jacks. Aside from that corner kick where Skelton scored, it's been limited. Kelly cleanly dispossessed. Excellent tackle by Nick Spielman. Give and go. Center back with room to run. The big man tumbling down the field. Here's Sorensen. Over to Spielman in the area. Might have a take. And how Regi goes to the what? Charlotte Independence is proud to share our home field with Carolina Ascent FC, the new Division I women's professional soccer team. For more information on this exciting new Super League and this team, visit carolinaascent.com.
Guys been standing over there too long with no water. Low key.
Yo, can you bring that up?
Just bring some over there.
Hey, no, give him one. Give him one. Hey, Cheeto. Where's the Jagermeister Cup? Does that go next to USL One?
Aside from the one goal,
when we have
Charlotte, that's been the only shot on target that Knoxville has conceded. It was a big one. It was one of those plays where Christian Cheney just made an outstanding run. It's here for Ritchie. Rosamilia do some damage. Not to go with Ritchie, working into Caputo. Collected by Levy. Hefty clear up ahead. Cheney really found himself in position. Another one-on-one opportunity. That ball underpassed. And Knoxville here in transition. Disrupted by Sorensen and company. Swabu Maru. Baquero tripped over his own feet. One might have caught the official. It didn't look like there was a one Knox player there. Ever wanted to kick around on a professional soccer field or walk on the pitch hand in hand with a pro player? Well, here's your chance. Our group outings will give everyone an unforgettable night with a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So visit charlotteindependence.com/groups for more details. Swabu Maru, 26 on 26. And Jaheim Brown, excellent defense. It'll go the way of a goal kick for Sean Lewis and one Knox. Gio Calixtro in for one Knox. That substitution brought to you by Atlas Chiropractic. Calixtro can play all over the field. Dangerous ball trickling across the 6. One Knox lucky to come away unscathed. Here's Tequila. Reinforcements coming defensively for Charlotte. Calixtro. An opportunity on that header. Able to work it toward net. Brown with a clean takeaway. And a takedown in the box. Sorensen right there. And out for a goal kick. And it started with the counterattack and takeaway by Jaheim Brown. This black tie transportation replay. And Sorensen pushing down Kelly inside the box. Ian Fuller and company have a good argument there. It is an interesting call. Kelly pushed down from behind. Rodrigo Albuquerque likely at a disadvantage, unable to see that arm get extended. Unless we play on. One Knox trying to remain unbeaten. As we near the 75th minute mark. Things getting chippy here in Matthews, North Carolina. Charlotte's attacking style. Testing this defensive one Knox team to this point. Actually, this is where he likes to create inside, but knocked away. Going, trying to volley it toward himself. Unsuccessful. Ugly, difficult positioning on Christian Cheney. Right now has the game-winning goal. Inside, here's Swabu Maru off the crossbar. And bouncing right into the arms of Sean Lewis. What a curtain call that would have been for Swabu Maru. And Jaheim Brown, the only force of nature, preventing Maru from scoring. A good touch there momentarily. And that black tie transportation replay. The ball rolling in the favor of Maru. They nearly bested Lewis on that take. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more. all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. "17 shots up to this point for Charlotte. 66% of their shots on target have made it past Lewis. But Knoxville has also had some good chances. 25 touches inside Charlotte's box versus the Jacks 19. Knoxville doing a lot of things right. Passing it at an exceptional clip. Tripling the amount of corners Charlotte has. At the end of the day, one thing Knoxville has always tried to improve on is just scoring goals. Back-to-back 1-1 draws in league play. It's been slim pickings for the visitors. Looking to keep this unbeaten streak alive. Here's Kempis Tequila. He could be some help to that. Dangerous with his left foot, always looking to cut inside. Calixto turning and facing, blocked by Sorensen. Here's Brown. Deflection there. Hauregi chasing. Still playing it safe. It's your experience on your schedule. Stay tuned in on Charlotte Independence channels to be the first to hear about our 2025 mini plans. Charlotte Independence is committed to keeping soccer accessible and affordable. Visit charlotteindependence.com for more details. Here's Dimmick. Having to be in Fuller. Knoxville's best chance is creating at the net. Something Charlotte has made ever so difficult for them. Talk about the work that they have to do on the flanks. They love to cross the ball in, give and go actions. You can see Siebert Haugley trying to find Stuart Ritchie. Unavailable, so it's Calixto with the ball. But Ritchie, arguably one of the better crossers in League One, has just been silenced tonight. It's Kelly, a floater for Tequila. Inside the 6. And rolls out past Angelo Kelly. Haugley putting the pressure on. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Deflection. Calixto. Deep footwork.
No foul.
Calixto, a proven scorer. Wonder if they can get him involved here late. Just under 11 minutes to go until stoppage time. Calixto winning USL Championship. And the youngest player to record a brace. Tier 2 history at the age of 18. That occurring with Portland Timbers too at the time. Wants to get involved on that left side. Good alternate option. Ritchie's unavailable, but Jaheim Brown been getting plenty of touches. You see those runs. Trying to work inside and catch the defense lacking. Fans, join us back at American Legion Memorial Stadium on May 31st as the ride continues. Your Independence face-off against Lexington SC in Jägermeister Cup action. First kick is at 7 p.m. and gates open at 6 p.m. It's the 4th time this year Knoxville has conceded multiple goals in all competitions. It's deflected. Here's a shot deflected. And Levy handles that one safely. Dangerous sequence. As the visitors are on the prowl for the equalizer. Many other times, one Knoxville's conceded multiple goals in a match. One of those occurring in the U.S. Open Cup, that 3-2 loss to Switchbacks. If you look back, shot, saved by Levy. Well, one Knox has conceded multiple goals. They struggle to find multiple goals. This black tie transportation replay. As Rosamilia nearly found his 2nd professional goal. Matt Levy has been stellar this evening. Tough sequence on the Jordan Skelton goal. Made the save initially. Skelton doing the dirty work. Quite literally getting on the ground to head the ball in. Richie, and tugged down there by Swabu Maru. Watch the USL Championship and League One on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Fabrice and Ga set to come in for Sorensen. And Ga with 3 starts this year. A yellow card on Swabu Maru. First of the evening for the Jacks. It's been a disciplined game in that department. You take out a little bit of the attacking prowess of Sorensen. Sure up your defense with Nga. Goaling. Tequila. Richie cycling it around. Calixtra. Left side double teamed. Maru forcing the counter. Here's Cheney looking up ahead. Here's Swabu Maru. An opportunity. He'll have to go one-on-one with Skelton. Here's Maru. And just wide. Maru begging for his team to hustle to the ball. From my vantage point, I could not tell if there was a deflection by Maru's reaction. It looks like it's a goal kick, and that will be the case. Look at the speed Maru working with. But Skelton, last-ditch effort. Sliding to knock that ball away. And Rodrigo Albuquerque must have seen a deflection off of Swabu Maru. Gatorade is the official sports drink provider of the Charlotte Independents. After a long day on the field or at the gym, make sure to replenish those electrolytes with Gatorade's many flavored sport drinks. Dimmick. Jeffrey's crew looking to put this match out of reach. Here's Baquero. Behind the back flick, here's Sis. Save made by Lewis. But what a pass from Baquero. John Baccaro, my goodness. Dropping jaws and widening eyes. Let's take a look at that here on this black tie transportation replay. Here's Baccaro with 2 defenders. Ooh. It's just a matter of inches away from putting that one past Lewis. Knox still in it here late. Little giveaways like that going to make this comeback that much tougher. Charlotte held to just 1 shot on target this half, 5 total shots compared to a first half of 13 shots, 2 of those on target. Knox defensively making the improvement, and aside from that goal. More chances for the visitors actually in this second half. 7 shots, 3 of those on target. The message that Ian Fuller was spreading at half must have gotten through to his players. It hasn't completely translated onto the pitch as we're just under 3 minutes away from stoppage time. If this result were to hold, it would go into lone possession of second place. And apologies, folks. They would have been in sole possession of second if it was still even, but however, Charlotte has the lead. Right now, they would actually tie Spokane for first. Rafael Jauregui coming out of the match. Elias Manu on this chiropractic substitution. A season-long loan from Hartford Athletic. Here's Osmanu. So a tie atop the table on the line for Charlotte. First-time League One 4-game winning streak. And a first-ever win against Knoxville. Plenty to smile about. The Jacks can come away with 3 points, but Stuart Ritchie and one Knox aren't going to make it an easy finish. All numbers forward. Wonder how far Sean Lewis will come up the pitch. Maybe on a possible corner kick here late. Caputo. Knox with 22 touches inside Charlotte's box this half. And Jai goes down on the foul. Again, we can't emphasize enough. The visitors have put themselves in position for a result this evening. It's that finishing touch that's been lacking here in Matthews, North Carolina. We've hit stoppage time. 7 minutes of stoppage time. By Blue Cross Blue Shield, North Carolina. Plenty of time here for Ian Fuller's club to chalk up another score. Swabu Maru not making it easy. 4-1 Knox. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina is the official health insurance provider of the Charlotte Independents. Blue Cross North Carolina makes health insurance easy. Discover employer, individual, family, Medicare, and Medicaid plans from Blue Cross North Carolina. Better care starts here.
You want one? Take it. You have to bring my bag in.
Whoa.
Skelton, the captain, Over to Haugli. One Knox. Fairly good team in the middle parts of the match. Between the last 15 of the first half and first 15 of the second half. They've scored 6 goals in league play this year. Right now trying to find one. Late in the match where Mike Jeffries has his players giving it 110%. Great set piece opportunity. Already 1 goal for that scenario here this evening. Popped up, here's Calixtro. Still a great opportunity. Another corner kick here. 4-1 Knox, sponsored by Chick-fil-A. League's best defensive team, needing a miracle here on the attack. And we'll switch sides. Set pieces were tough for Knox coming into tonight. Hunter goes back. Centered over the middle. Sliding challenge by Cheney. Back to Kelly. And popped up by Spielman. And on top of the netting. But heading into tonight, One Knox have been the only team in League One without a shot from a set piece. Getting a goal tonight, so crucial in that department. Just 1 goal this season by One Knox, scored in the final 15 minutes. The second half, it's deflected. Behind Charlotte bounce, and Swabu Maru for the nail in the coffin. Touch up on the arms. Rosa Malia results in Swabu Maru ready to take on 3 Knox defenders. Smartly holding up play, wasting time in the corner. Corner kick there, no deflection off of One Knox. Haugli with plenty of room to run. You can see fatigue starting to set in for both sides. Charlotte having to play catch up. Knox trying to catch them with a numbers advantage. Caputo to the near side. Dimmick. Charlotte unable to clear their lines completely. Does so now, Ritchie having to chase. And here's Swabu Maru catching the back line. He'll have a one-on-one opportunity as John Baccaro chasing. Here's Maru! The star actor in last week's match taking his curtain call in match week 11. This guy is fun to watch. A perfect hat trick in 45 minutes or less last week. And on this black tie transportation replay, with little gas left in the tank, puts the last bit of energy in his soul onto that ball and beats Sean Lewis. Sean Lewis just at a disadvantage there. And Knoxville shockingly conceded 3 goals here this evening. Their unbeaten streak will come to an end. And Charlotte, after that Botero Cards goal by Swebu Maru, are on pace for their first ever 4-game win streak in league play in USL 1. Matter of seconds, pending whistle of Rodrigo Albuquerque. Cheney with a whiff, but nonetheless. And there's the final whistle. Unbeaten 1 Knoxville goes down. And Mike Jeffries leads Charlotte Independence to their first ever 4-game win streak in USL 1. They've come close 3 times in the previous 3 years, with Coach Jeffries leading them to the promised land here tonight. Your man of the match, sponsored by Aquafina, Christian Cheney, records the game-winning goal on an excellent run to beat the 1 Knox back line. And that's why you signed him. He's physical, he's got pace, vision, and skill. Just beats Danny Fernandez there. Fernandez would actually have to exit after defending Cheney there. That is our play of the match, sponsored by Novant Health. And taking a look at our save of the final score, brought to you by Novant Health. The Jacks coming away with a 3-1 victory against the once unbeaten 1 Knoxville SC. 3-1. The Jacks come away with it. We have full-time stats and highlights coming up next. Stay with us as we take you to the end of the match.
I want to stop being sidelined by pain. I want to tell him I'm in. I want a surgeon who speaks more knees than he can count. I want the best care in the game. I want a team that's with me every step of the way. I want to bounce back fast. I want to show them my best is yet to come.
For the best orthopedic care, you want Novant. Novant Health. Best surgeons, amazing nurses, remarkable care.
There's a new game in town, and you don't want to miss this. The Carolina Ascent FC Women's Pro Soccer team is on the rise and fighting for the championship. Be here for the battle, every tackle, every save. Be here for every goal, every celebration, and every victory. Be here for the climb to the championship. For pro women's soccer action at its peak, be here. Buy your tickets today.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe, it's 8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Final score brought to you by Novant Health from Mecklenburg County Sportsplex at Matthews in Matthews, North Carolina. Charlotte Independence taking down 1 Knoxville SC at home, 3-1. The Jacks, well, they're sitting pretty atop the table. Let's take a look at the full-time highlights brought to you by Novant Health. So an action-packed match nonetheless, especially in the second half. Let's get going here. So an early punch on a corner kick by Luis Alvarez. And it's floated right across, and, well, Luis Alvarez, the ball magnet he is, just dribbles around Michael Caputo and fires that home past Sean Lewis. That would give Charlotte the 1-0 lead. And then in the latter stages of the first half, Stuart Ritchie on a corner kick finds Jordan Skelton standing 6'4", but he wouldn't need the 6'4" frame to score. Only would have to go about 6 inches off the ground, and he would head home that second chance opportunity. And right out of the gate, a magnificent through ball by Luis Alvarez and Alfredo Midense combine to find Christian Cheney, who beats Sean Lewis one-on-one. Cheney, our player to watch heading into the night, recorded the game-winning goal in that sequence, his third with Charlotte this year. And then the nail in the coffin, the curtain call. Who else? But Sway-Boo Maru catches just a fatigued backline. You could see Stuart Ritchie struggling to keep pace, and Maru, with ease, puts that one past Sean Lewis. Those are your full-time highlights, brought to you by Novant Health. Final stats also brought to you by Novant Health. Charlotte coming away with the 3-1 victory, out shooting one Knox, in total 20-13, but both sides having 5 shots on target. Knox doing a lot of things right this evening. One of those possession, controlling 62% of the ball, and having 12 corner kicks. And your final from Matthews, North Carolina, Charlotte Independence. Not only do they win 4 matches in a row for the first time in League One play, but they get their first win versus one Knox ever, and they make it to the top of the table. Your final score, 3-1. Charlotte defeats one Knox, sponsored by Novant Health. I've been Josh Lill. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening, and have a great rest of your night.